Warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and good afternoon to all of the panels. Today we are going to present our project on the topic of an illuminated emergency exit door system. First of all, I would like to introduce our teams. My name is Miza Damila binti Zaman as a first presenter, Nur Ashiki binti Sazli as a second presenter, and the third presenter is Cham Yonju. For the introduction, I would like to talk about the project description, problem statements, objectives, and also one of the highlighted incidents that happened in our country. For the project description, a prototype of the illuminating door built along the exit door of the building. For the measurement of smoke, we will trigger the system even though only a little amount of smoke detected. However, it also depends on the readings of other sensors. Inevitably, a flame sensor is tuned to be triggered once it detects any flame. For the temperature sensor, it will be set to a higher value to prevent it to be triggered easily. So basically, the project is about a system that has been integrated with flashing red and green LED strips located on the emergency exit. When there is a fire happen, the smoke sensor and flame sensor will be triggered. When the sensor senses the presence of flames, it will trigger LED to be red in color. Thus, this will let the people know that the door is not safe for them to enter and cannot be used. When LED shows the green color, this means that the exit door is safe to use. For problem statement, first is the building occupants might not be familiar with the building evacuation plan. As an example, when some people come to one place for their first time, they did not even the building evacuation plan. So by using the system, people will immediately aware whenever there is something happens. Second is a building has many exit signs. When emergency happen, they will get confused which exit is really safe for them to use. And the last one is the emergency exit sign is covered by these heavy smokes. When heavy smoke happens, the emergency exit will become invisible. In that time, they will become very panicked because the heavy smoke makes them difficult to breathe, and at the same time, they are still finding the exit door that is safe for them to use. So by using the system, this will lead them to know which emergency exit door system is safest way for them to exit. The objectives of this project are: first is to design and develop an emergency exit door system for the building occupants to reach the safest exit points. And the second is to design and develop a safe exit point for the users to find an alternative exit when any of the exits caught in fire and unsafe to enter. This is one of the highlighted incidents that happened in our country. These incidents happened about 4 years ago at Sultanah Aminah Hospital in Johor Bahru. The fire broke out at the intensive care unit, but about 7 of them had been trapped in the building, and 6 of those died. This is one of the reasons why the system should be introduced, especially in a huge building that has many exit doors. This is a few literature review that we have researched about this project. First is visibility of emergency exit signs. Second is IoT-based fire alarm system, and the last one is embedded system for hazardous gas detection and alerting. For the visibility of emergency exit signs, this is really significant to a buildings, especially in the shopping mall and hospital. The emergency exit signs will really help people, especially when the building is caught in fire. It will show the safest entrance of an exit. For IoT-based fire alarm system, basically when we're talking about IoT is about a system which relates with the computing device or machine. As an example, for fire alarm system in-house, when there is presence of fire, some of gas sensor will sense and the Raspberry Pi will detect, and automatically SMS will send to the people to alert them that their house is caught in fire. Lastly, for the embedded system for hazardous gas detection and alerting, when the gas exceeds normal level that has been set, an alarm will develop and the user will be notified by an alert message. This system will let the human to take an action immediately. Hi, my name is Nashiki binti Sazli, and I will continue about the project methodology. This is our scope of work. Basically, the LED strip is located along the emergency exit door of the building. This is our timeline for this project. This Gantt chart shows our project planning for the whole semester from week 1 until week 15. These are the software used in this project. First, we use Arduino Uno for writing and compiling code into the Arduino module. Next, we use the Blink application for controlling and monitoring hardware project from iOS and Android devices. And lastly, we use Proteus to construct the schematic diagram and simulate the circuit in real time. This is the schematic design for the input and output of this project. These are the hardware used in this project. We use the flame sensor Arduino Uno, gas sensor and temperature sensor.
Good afternoon. My name is Cham Yong-jun. I will make an overview on hardware and its operation. First of all, this project makes use of two-way communication between two microcontroller boards, which are ESP32 and not MCU. Undoubtedly, the system is divided into server and client. As a server, the ESP32 is demanded to collect the data from several sensors, which are flame, MQ2, smoke, and DHT11 humidity and temperature sensor. As a client, the Node MCU responds accordingly to the data obtained from the server. From the figure of the Node MCU client, we can see that Li-ion batteries are used. This is due to the LED strip consume high level of current, and Li-ion battery can support high current usage for a prolonged period. In this project, we solder the component on the strip board. In details, we establish HTTP communication between two development boards, which are ESP32 and Node MCU. This is to exchange data via Wi-Fi without an internet connection, which is a router. In simple words, the data is sent from one board to another using HTTP request, or it can be said as Hypertext Transfer Protocol. As mentioned, the ESP32 acts as the server while the Node MCU acts as the client. Initially, the ESP32 server creates its own wireless network, which is ESP32 soft access point. So, other Wi-Fi devices can connect to that particular network. Definitely, both development boards are connected to Wi-Fi as well. The ESP32 server reads the value from the sensor and listens for incoming requests from client. Once there is HTTP request made by the Node MCU client, it will send an appropriate response with the corresponding reading. Else, the data is only sent to the URL, and it is not retrieved by the Node MCU client. The IP address of the server is required for the Node MCU client to make a request on the respective routes. In this project, the routes are comprised of /temperature, /smoke, and /flame. Once the data is captured by the client, the LED strip turns red once the condition is fulfilled. In this case, the condition is when the flame sensor is 0, the value of smoke is greater than 50, the value of temperature is greater than 25, the LED strip turns red, else it remains in green. Also, Blink APIs are used to send notifications and emails to the respondent. Besides, we have tested the project based on its visibility. Since fire could happen anytime, therefore we have made collection of results through day and night. Generally, visibility is one of the factors that deterring people to escape from fire, especially when they are trapped in a building. Smoke and flame interrupt the people from making their way to the exit door. Even though some of the emergency systems have an illuminated signboard, but it is often heard some complaints from the people who have successfully escaped from the fire. Therefore, experiment was taken during day and night to ensure that the LED strip is visible. Based on the figure shown, it is clearly observed that the LED strip is visible in both daytime and nighttime. Lastly, I would like to pass it to my next team member. Thank you.
As a conclusion, an indication door frame is being built to make it easier for the user to find the safest exit of the building, and all the objectives
are fulfilled in this project. I think that's all from us. Thank you for watching this video.